There were African Romance languages, and one of them sort of survives today. The Latin of the Romans developed into different languages in different places. So in the province of Hispania, it developed into Spanish and Portuguese and other related languages. In the province of Gaul, it developed into French and related languages, and then all the different Italian languages. But there was also the province of Africa, roughly corresponding to the modern-day borders of Tunisia. And the same thing happened there, with the local Latin eventually developing into a group of dialects often called African Romance. It was commonly spoken there alongside local Berber languages up until the Arab conquest. But even after that, it likely survived for hundreds of years in certain places, possibly up to the 1300s. Just like in other places of the former Roman Empire, people tended to write in Latin and not in their local Romance dialect. And this presents problems in understanding exactly how African Romance would have sounded, but there's some interesting clues. For instance, Augustine of Hippo wrote about how African Romance speakers didn't really seem to care about vowel length in Latin. So they'd pronounce long vowels ah, just like short vowels ah. And this actually tells us a lot more than you'd think, because North Africans had a lot of connections to an island just north of them called Sardinia. And the Sardinian Romance language went through a very similar change, losing vowel length distinctions. Sardinian's also known for resisting palatalization in a lot of dialects. So for instance, Latin centum changed to cento or cento in a lot of Romance dialects, but in some Sardinian dialects they still pronounce it gento. And when Arabic speakers loaned words from African Romance, it seemed to have this pattern too. They also might have shared grammatical features like developing their word for the from Latin ipsa instead of illa. So the most prominent theory for African Romance is that it was part of a subgroup with Sardinian, meaning that those dialects probably shared and exchanged a lot of features. So while African Romance died out, Sardinian might be kind of like a continuation of it.